Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The offense set for a first down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A first down for the offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ferguson. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, and that is just not a well-executed bubble screen by the offense. I think the biggest problem was the location of the throw. If he gets that out in front of his wide receiver, he would have been able to advance it. But because he had to reach back for it, he got tackled right away. He'll have to do better down the road.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They want to just keep throwing it. Finds his man. It's Stewart. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. To the air. It's Gabe. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a two-point conversion there. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And that pass intercepted. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Grab behind the line. It's Casper. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback checking off. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The completion well past the sticks. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Trying to escape and get it himself. The ball pops out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Quarterback will audible. Movement here from the tight end. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This offense has a 2nd down play.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Coming after him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half. And it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Complete in the middle. And more yards after contact. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Forced out of the pocket. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. That quarterback was doing his best. Houdini escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Haynes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Tide! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. So a drive there of 82 yards, and what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Ducks heading quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And here comes the offense on second down. They're going to run it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Fires toward the end zone. And the ball is picked off.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On second down, looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds a man on the right. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Looking for a deep man. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They move the tight end all over. They're trying to get to it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Quick tempo here for the offense. Wants to fire on second down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Should be time for just one more play here in the half, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. What a snag by the defense. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, 22, Alabama 8.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
to throw, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Haynes. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Touchdown, Bama! And the comeback is on.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back.
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is not good. That keeps the score.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quarterback checking the play. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. First down here from the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Moving out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 4th down, going to the air. Gets it out quickly. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. A long way to go for this offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. On the move, it's James. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They want that clock to run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll run it. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Motion from the offense. Jet sweep to the receiver. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally north-south.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Movement here from the tight end. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Ducks!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead.